All right, well, peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, man, hopefully the Most High in your house shall blessing your day. By His mercies, we are consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house shall body, and two, we're naturally alive, man. We gonna get into this, man, because honestly, I was just kind of thinking about this yesterday, honestly, of how, like, a lot of times too, we talk about this as well, in the Word, man, like, how. Let's get this. Oh shoot, Jeremiah, real quick. Hold on, hold on, y'all. Matter of fact, hold on. Yeah, let's get this in Jeremiah real quick, man, because when the scriptures talk about uh, um, a woman, man, it's not always talking about the natural, like fleshy woman, man. It's talking about like our people, man, how it relates to our relationship with the Heavenly Father, man, like with the Most High Yahushua. And this dealing with how the Most High Yahushua tells the end from the beginning, man, because that's what pretty much, man, like, the whole, and that's the thing too with Adam and Eve, because that's what the Adam and Eve was about, pretty much how the Most High Yahushua was going to deal with Israel in the end, man, honestly, like, and that's it. And also too with the other, nations to be sons and daughters of the Most High Yahushua. But that's another story for another day. But that's really what it is, honestly, because but like the brother sent me first one goes into, but really, man, because you know what it is too. Like I was thinking about this too yesterday, because um women and children, to know how our people act a lot of times too, like we just said, we have to know how women and children operate. And what a lot of times too, women and children need to be moderated. You can't let them do what they want to do, man. So but let's get this to Jeremiah 6 and 2, man, because when it says the woman, it's just not just talking about the natural woman, like we just said. And you can't, like, and we're gonna get into this in Ecclesiastes um Sirach 25, man, and when it says don't let wicked woman get abroad, like, you can't let any, like, woman get abroad, man, honestly, uh, but that would be the downfall of society, man, of a civilization of the world. So, yeah, let's get Jeremiah 6 and 2. And when the scriptures talk about, there's no wickedness like the wickedness of the woman, it's not talking about just a natural woman. So let's get to Jeremiah 6 and 2. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. So see, yeah, man, this is what it is. So, yeah, let's get this Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach chapter 25, real quick, man. Ecclesiastes chapter, also known as Sirach chapter 25, verse 25. That's crazy. I was just thinking about verse 26 early this morning, but that's neither here nor there. It says, give the water no passage, neither let a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. Exactly. So see that? So it says, let's read this again. Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach, chapter 25, verse 25. It says, give the water no passage, neither neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. So see that, man? That's just what it is. Because why? They're going to do what they want to do. It's going to be an end of the world's going to be in chaos. Honestly, civilization, or like, society is going to be in chaos, man. But see, that's no different from our people, man, with the Most High house shot, man. Because what are you doing, Pepper? Anyway, because why? Because we have an example of this. Even to this day now, everybody's doing what's right in their own heart. That's the time of the judges. So that's why the word says that, man. Don't get them liberty to get abroad, or they're going to do what they want to do to their own destruction, man. That's just is what it is. Let's get with the judges real quick, man. Because the end of the civilization is really when you give women power, man, honestly. But this is not even like per se a shot or attack or indictment on women per se, because it's no different with the Most High house shot, because it's like a spiritual mirror, like what we always say. It's a reflection of how the men are dealing with our God, honestly. So that's just is what it is. So let's get judges real quick, man, because that's why it says give them no liberty, to gad abroad, man. And other scriptural examples of this with natural women is with Dinah in Genesis 34, and also too the woman in Judges when she left, when she played the harlot and left. That's something else for another day too, because that lines up with Yahushua as well. But yeah, man. But let's get to Judges real quick. Judges 21. Judges 21, verse 25. In those days, there was no king in Israel. Every man did which was right in his own eyes. So, see that? Let's go back to Sirach, man, because it's like Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach, chapter 25, verse 25. Give the water no pastures, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. So, see that? Yeah, man, because they're going to do what they're going to do, man. They're going to get themselves in trouble, man. That's why, like us being separated from the Most High house, we're going to be in trouble. That's why we're in Jacob's trouble now, honestly, man. Not the height of it, as far as, like, as far as prophecy with the beast, like, the son of perdition, the beast, and, like, all the purges and wars, and, like, you name them, like, everything that's going to happen, like famines and like purges, wars, and army drafts, and whatever you could name with that. But no, man, we've been in trouble, like the brother Akawar briefly said, ever since we left, and Kwame Cole and Shalimar said, since we left our God, man, honestly. So we've forsaken our God. So that's just is what it is with that, man. But really, it's just the fact, it's the aspect of you don't let a woman to do what she wants to do, man, because that's how civilization fall. That's how Rome fell. Kind of that was the end of Rome when they started letting women do what they wanted to do. They kind of, and that goes to show there's nothing new under the sun, man, because just how they kind of have welfare like now, like that's how they had welfare then in Rome. That's why it's the same people, man, with Esau, things of that nature. So nothing new under the sun. So that's just is what it is, like and I think they had like Planned Parenthood in Rome too. No, not Planned Parenthood, but stuff like that, similar to but that in Rome too as well. But I could be wrong though. But let's get Judges chapter 21, verse 25 again. It says, "In those days there was no king in Israel, and every man did what was right in his own eyes." Exactly. Then what does Proverbs say? Like, let's get that in Proverbs real quick. I'm trying to remember. I might have to paraphrase it because it says there would be a way that's right to a man, but the end is death. Honestly, um, where is it at? Where is it at? Yep, Proverbs chapter 16, verse 25. There it is. It says, "There's a way that seemeth right unto man, amen, but the end thereof is the ways of death." Man, exactly, man. Doing what you think is right, man. That's why we need the Most High in your house, like knowledge, wisdom, understanding, guidance, man. Like that's just is what it is, man. So, yeah, man, that's when they go into this, man, because it's no different, man. Because, like, really what we seen was, especially because that's why, like, men, like, brothers in, like, whether in the world, out the world, but especially, like, in this manosphere, the red pill, had to understand, man, like, really, man, spiritually looking at it, the reason why we're going through what we're going through, because how we see the modern day, our women acting, or just the Western women in general, is how we're acting towards our God collectively, whether we're in the word or out the word, man. So, that's is what it is, man. But let's get this, Ecclesiastes, Sirach, chapter 25, verse 25. It says, "Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad." So see that the only liberty that we should have is in Mashiach, man, is in Yahweh Shai, man. Honestly, that's the liberty that we should have, man. Like with keeping the faith, like and living according to promises and obedience to his instruction, man. That's the liberty we should have, man. Like the Peter said, don't take that liberty as a cloak as maliciousness or to do what you want to do, man. Like honestly, man. So don't even play like with the grace that Yahushua has given us, placed upon us, man. So yeah, man. I just wanted to go into that, man. So hopefully it's edifying, man. So yeah, man. So peace. Oh yeah. Let me say this too, man. So yeah, and you know this too. And let me say this before we go. It's important that whether we in the word or out the word, be spiritually mature and not, because that's part of Satan's devices as well. Like the division, like the gender war, like topic, like it's all women's fault, it's all men's fault, man. Well, we both not serving the Most High house, we both not serving the Most High, so we both wrong, man. Or even anything of division, man, that's really of Satan, man. That's really what it is, man. But that's why it says be not ignorant of his devices, man. So because that's a big thing with these, like a lot of people just not getting the people that they want, and a lot of people aren't being really loved or haven't been loved out here. So that's why we see these dynamics, man. Like these gender wars, like even sometimes, like as far as the well, of course nations gonna get nations, man, again, man. But really, like it's about like even like racial things sometimes, man. But really, it's about like and I'm not on some globalist type of stuff, but man, because this is what it is. But this we can't, pretty much I'm saying is we can't be ignorant of Satan's devices, man, because he'll use little subtle things to do that, man. So to to allure people to his side, man, or to do things that's of the world and of him. So this just is what it is. So hopefully it's edifying. So peace.